Hi, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 8th, 2024 New Moon Solar Eclipse reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it's all the good things that YouTube likes. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And I do apologize about my voice. I'm getting over a cold, so do bear with me. Okay, so let's see here, Pisces, what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. So let's see here. We are crowned with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If we have Earth sign energy in our chart, if we have Earth sign energy in our life, it might be a little bit difficult for us. So do be aware of this during this time. Like this part of our personality might be a little bit more intense, and this is a very volatile time. Now, we have the sun, right? We have this solar eclipse is in Aries. We have the new moon in Aries. We have, well, of course, the sun, Mercury, Chiron, and the lunar nodes all in Aries energy. It's fiery, it's intense, and then we don't feel quite as successful as we want to feel. We don't feel like we're nourishing our prosperity, our success, our bounty the way that we want to. So just be aware of this during this time that we can be a bit harsh on ourselves, and that can create some anger, and that can create some resentment within ourselves that we just kind of like bottle up and shove down. So do be mindful about this. It moves us then to the Fool. This is going to be a time where we look at things and say, you know what, that's it. I'm done with not feeling like I'm enough. I'm taking a leap and I'm moving forward. We then have the Ace of Pentacles. Once we get this like money thing, career thing, prosperity thing, what we value as much as money sorted, all of a sudden we're going to see ourselves take off. We really are going to see ourselves excel to a level that we didn't think was possible. We thought like, oh, this is nonsense. I'm never going to get there. And yet, Pisces, we're going to get there. So this is going to be a hard time. Yeah, it is. But it's going to be a time where we start to see ourselves with the Seven of Cups starting to connect again with our dreams. Now, the Seven of Cups is reversed. So we doubt that we can move forward in our dreams. We doubt that we can have what we love, what we want in our lives. And this is going to be a time of, yes, doubt until we say, I don't care if I look foolish to anybody else. I don't care what anybody else thinks of me, as long as I'm coming from a place of love, compassion, you know, healing, respect. I'm taking that leap of faith with me. And then we're, it's so interesting because we think our dreams are delusional. We do. There's something here, Pisces, where we're looking at our dreams as Aquarius energy. So if we're born on the cusp with Aquarius, if we have Aquarius energy in our chart, this part of our personality can be coming out, a bit, it can make things delusional. And I don't mean that, well, I mean, delusion it sounds bad, but what it's also saying is what we're seeing in our head is not the same as what's happening on the outside. So just be mindful about this, that we can be so hard on ourselves and we can be saying to ourselves, really nasty, vile things about our success and our prosperity. Why? Because, this is Mercury retrograde time as we have all this volatility going on. We have from the 1st to the 25th, we have Mercury retrograde. We have the pre-shadow period, I think like 2 weeks before, and the post-shadow period 2 weeks after, 2 to 3 weeks, I can't remember. But this is going to be a time where what needs to be said is going to come out. It's like going to come out one way or another. And it's everything is being unearthed. That's part of eclipse season. And when Mercury goes retrograde, it's all the things that we don't want to say, all the things that we don't want to come to the surface. They come to the surface, but in like the oddest, most inopportune ways. So just be mindful about this during this time. That we're looking at the way that we need to move forward for us. And we're starting to see ourselves so very differently. And we can really think at the beginning of this, right? And I know it's only one day, right? The eclipse, everything that's going on, we're like, okay, it's only the 8th, but this energy, we're not going to see this path of the sun, of this eclipse on this earth again for another 375 years. The energy that's coming forward, we will not see again for multiple lifetimes. And what comes forward here brings up our fire. It brings up our anger. It brings up our frustration. It brings up our sense of I'm not doing enough. But when that kind of kicks our butt, it also brings up the sense of, but I can change all of this. Maybe that all of it all at once. We might be setting out on a lifetime hero quest. But remember, no hero's journey starts without first everybody laughing and telling you that you're a fool. And you can believe that, most definitely. And most people do. Or you can say, okay, laugh, but I'm going to go out and slay my Medusa. I'm going to go and do what no one else has done. No one else has been able to do and come back successful from it, right? Isn't that why in the books Percy Jackson, Percy is named Perseus? Because Perseus was the one who was able to come back, the hero that was able to come back without all the trauma and the drama. So that's what we're going to be seeing here. And let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is Earth. We need to connect and we need to ground ourselves. There's something here for one reason or another, Pisces. We are not grounded. We are not centered. Okay? And we can feel it in our frustration, in feeling overwhelmed, in a multitude of things. But with the connection to the earth coming forward so powerfully and so beautifully during this time, it's like we need to connect. We need to ground ourselves. It can be wearing barefoot shoes. It can be, standing on the ground outside barefoot. It can be, just going outside. And if we can't go outside for one reason or another, it's, it's sitting by a window, or it's even visualizing ourselves outside with our feet planted into the earth. We can visualize ourselves being like a tree and growing and and taking root and becoming so much more than we ever imagined we could be as we grow towards the sun. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is self-mastery. This is going to be a time during the solar eclipse, during this new moon, where we start to connect with our gut energy. We start to say, what is my gut telling me? We start to ask ourselves, what is my gut telling me? And we start to connect with our solar plexus. We start to connect with our gut, with our insight, with our ideas of what we want. And, what did I say? The gut is the second brain. And this is also saying, okay, am I feeding myself right? Like, what does my tummy tell me after I eat, after I drink, after, whatever? How do I connect? And that's going to be a very important thing during this time. And it moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Goodness. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. This is the Ace of Cups reversed. Now, we are represented by the cups in the minor arcana. So when the Ace of Cups is reversed and we're being told, hey, listen, be mindful of this, we're being told to be mindful of not seeing our own gifts. And our own gifts lie within our own sensitivity, which we could have been told since we were very, very small, you're too sensitive, you're too much of a crybaby, you're, just, you're not tough enough. Okay? Especially if we're on the cusp with Aries energy, we have such strong Aries energy coming through. We can be like, oh, I have to be tougher, right? I have to be tougher. I just have to be tough. And that toughness can be masking the fact that we just need to feel. And that is going to be a really important thing. And that's going to be something we just don't want to do. We need to cry. We need to feel. We need to look at our heart and say, okay, what do I love? What do I want? What are my emotions? And it's just letting ourselves sit down and have a good cry. Letting ourselves feel is going to be so important. And it's going to be so scary. It's what we're afraid to do. We're afraid to take that gift of emotion. Because if we take it, Pisces, especially since a lot of Pisces have a path of healing. A lot of water sign energies have a path of healing to them. But you will see that if you take that cup, right, if you take that gift and you release the negativity, the hurt, the pain that's been bottling up, you start to move forward in a way that heals your life, that heals others' lives, but that opens up, and it opens up a path of love. And it's like, wow. And we go from a time that's so volatile, that has so much anger to it, that has so much intensity to it, that we feel delusional. We feel like I can't trust my dreams. I'm never going to be the success that I want to be. Everybody's going to think I'm a fool. To saying, I'm taking a leap of faith for me, and I'm going after the dreams that are in my heart. It doesn't mean that we quit our job and join the circus, unless that's what you really want to do, right? What it means is that we start to say, the passion that lives inside of me gets to have a voice. It might not be our job. We might not make money off of it, and that's perfectly fine. But the passion inside of me gets to have a voice. I get to connect with my dreams. I'm not delusional. Okay? I get to embrace my prosperity and my success. Ground ourselves. Okay? Because the idea of something and then the reality of actually doing that, they might not be the same. Some things have to stay in the realm of dreams. Okay? Because we're not suited for it. We're just like, no, that's not good. But just be aware of this. We're transforming. We're going to see, okay, where do I want to be? And what is it that we need to let go of and say, you know what, that just isn't the right fit for me. It might have been once upon a time, or it might never have been. I just thought it was cool. How do I move forward to my prosperity and my success? Grounding myself, connecting with the earth, but also connecting with the sun, with the pentacle, with the rising of my wealth, my prosperity, and what I value as much as money in my world. It brings us to our subconscious spirit message, which is peace. And that's reversed. We need to find peace within our life. We can always say tomorrow, I'll find peace tomorrow. That's fine, right? And we all know people who live their life that way. But if we really start moving towards peace and wanting to embrace peace and living in peace, well, then we become extraordinary, just for the fact that most people never do that. Never even attempt to. We again have very strong solar plexus energy coming up. This is personal power. This is determination, focus, insight. We are stronger than we think we are. And part of our strength comes through our hearts. So just be aware of that. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. This is the Prince of Wands. Be mindful of the temper that comes through during this time. We also have, I don't think I mentioned this, we also have Mars in conjunction with Saturn. They're both in Pisces, okay? But Mars is that fire energy. Mars is, combative, and Saturn is all rule oriented. We're calming this down, but we also want to know the whys behind the arguments of things, the whys behind, behind the order of things. And if it doesn't have heart to it, we don't want to follow it. So just be aware of that. But be aware with the Prince of Wands. Other people's tempers can just kind of want to take us down, want to say like, my will is stronger than your will, and you will do what I want you to do, kind of like a very Roman emperor, empire way of dealing with things. You will submit because I'm going to force you to. And that's just not what we need right now. That's not the energy that we're here for. And we're going to see, even when it's in ourselves, like, you will do what I want you to do. We won't. Our body will either not, we'll catch a cold, we'll, kind of like, sprain our ankle, do something like that. And it's like, you won't. So just be aware of this during this time here, Pisces. And it moves us then to the subconscious tarot message, which is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish being granted. It's life becoming sweet again. And it's beauty moving us forward. And that is a beautiful thing. And it's a highly abundant thing that's coming our way. So know that a blessing is coming to you. All right. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.